Pillow talking red wine, making me feel some kind of way. You know what I'm gonna ask, will you stay? One day at a time, we'll make it right. When there's no more consequences, oh, gotta rest my mind and take my time. Whichever way you go, you gotta keep it light. There's never enough time for
Hello everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kito. If it's your first time here, then welcome, and please press the subscribe button. Please don't be a stranger. Let's get to know each other. If you're coming back, then welcome back. Today we are at Vilakazi Street and our tour guide is here, so let's be out. I want to say a big thank you to Visit Soweto with Ibono, because I was struggling to try and park because I thought I could wing Vilakazi Street, and Wendy from Visit Soweto with Ibono helped me park, and he became our tour guide for the day. It was just such a beautiful coincidence. We started off with the Sisulu house, which people still live in, so we couldn't go inside, so we were just walking past and having conversation. He was so insightful, and I'm going to leave a lot of what we spoke about in the vlog. Actually, you know what, now I was gonna say out of there's a lot, man. I once did a project called Pretoria, go Mamelodi, and it was talking about specifically that thing. The project is called Kuluma, which was about the fact that people talk about Nelson Mandela, they talk about, you know, Oliver Tambo, they talk about Walter Sisulu, they don't talk about the people who were leaders in other townships, in other places, because it wasn't just happening in Soweto, it was happening in all these other townships and other places.
Everywhere in South Africa it was happening. Everyone in South Africa was fighting the struggle, but in a different way. Students, they were fighting
exactly.
Nelson Mandela was fighting, the women, they were fighting. Why, as I said, why their husbands, they were arrested. The woman kept fighting the struggle. That's true. That's why every year, the 9th of August, is the Women's Month, where we celebrate the women who fought the struggle and the women who keep fighting the struggle even now. Even now? Yeah. Yes, we are fighting even now. We are
very far, actually. It's an economic struggle now. Now I'll say the truth. The truth is it's an economic struggle now. Political.
White. Has people.
Left? Sorry, am I taking left?
Yeah, left. Then you'll park in front of the H1.
H1?
Yeah, here or more.
This one?
Yes.
I just park in, but I'm going to park that car in.
Don't worry. I look at like a Mandela, so I got my lane.
I'm just about to park someone in.
Yeah, don't worry.
Our next stop was Nelson Mandela House on Vilakazi Street, which was about to close actually, but we weren't allowed to take any videos inside the venue. We could only take pictures inside the venue, and it was beautiful to see how much dedication and was also given to Winnie Mandela within the house, because she occupied it a lot more than Nelson Mandela did. Interesting fact, Vilakazi Street is the only street in the world with 2 Nobel Prize winners, being Desmond Tutu and Nelson Mandela. So Nelson Mandela was married 3 times.
I'm growing the safeness in Soweto.
I see.
The first wife was Miss Evelyn Mase. She never wanted to be involved in politics. At the traffic light, you're going to take right. Traffic light up there.
Okay.
Then Nelson Mandela, because he was fighting the struggle, he used to go in and out of prison. One day he came back, Miss Evelyn Mase left the house, took the children. Then Nelson Mandela met Winnie. Their relationship was stronger because of they were fighting the same thing, which is fighting the struggle, the freedom fighters. That's why even their relationship was stronger. But also Nelson Mandela, even during that time, was fighting the struggle, going in and out of prison, going to exile. Then he was arrested in Robben Island. Then Winnie Mandela kept fighting the struggle. Winnie Mandela left that house because of that house was interrogated house by the police.
Yeah.
They were also shooting the house from outside. If you saw the house had bullet holes. And Nelson Winnie Mandela left the house also. He bought the house in Soweto, not far from that house. And then Nelson Mandela married the third wife, which is Krasa Mashia, the only woman who married the president.
2 presidents.
Yes.
2 presidents.
She married Samora. Then she came and married Nelson Mandela.
Oh, you fucking like it.
Yes.
Alright, this time I will do better.
Years ago.
2 million just in Soweto.
Only Soweto. So Soweto is the biggest township in South Africa, and it's the most populated township in South Africa. And there's a lot of beauty that happened here. Then during the apartheid era, we were under the Dutch government, where there was also a student educational system, which was we were calling it bank education, which means they represent the student that went AWOL. You don't know if they're still alive or they're dead. Yes. Then you come here to this message.
Sorry, what did you say the wall is called?
The wall of void.
The wall of void.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is the message of the first child who was shot by a sniper, Hastings Ndlovu. This is his father after losing his child. So he had to say something.
Elliot Ndlovu, Hastings' father.
Peter, the boy that is carrying Hector Peterson, this is his mother's message after losing his child. As you can see, the first sentence is saying, Mbuisa is or was my son.
But he's not a hero in my culture. Picking up Hector is not an act of heroism. It was his job as a brother. If we left him on the ground and somebody saw him jumping over Hector, he would never be able to live here.
Yes. So
That's a cultural thing, eh?
in South Africa, we have a word that we use called Ubuntu, which is love, humanity, and respect. The memory from the camera, had it on my socks. They took my camera, destroyed it, only to find out that tomorrow the picture was published on the news, which is that picture over there. So that's the famous picture of 1976 in Soweto. Nearest clinic or to the nearest hospital so that he can get help.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he didn't make it to the clinic or to the hospital. Then they will come.
Oh, you're from Netherlands?
I'm from Netherlands, yes. Then after being forcefully, they will put you in the trucks. Then they will go take you, put you into Netherlands. Then that area, it was left like with no house. It was an empty land. And then they named that area Triumph after, because of which means we've conquered the world, or we've conquered the area.
That's an existing suburb today, Triumph.
No, now it's called Soweto Town. It's still Soweto Town, yes. My aunt stays there. Turning right here somewhere.
Right.
Yeah. You know Auckland Park?
Oh yeah.
2 towers, they were cooling down the coal. So evaporation or smoke used to come out the towers. So as soon as Soweto started to occupy a lot of townships, then they stopped it because of the air pollution.
Yeah,
That
true.
was gonna be good for people. So now it's an adventure on activity place. That bridge, if you are crazy like me, you do bungee jumping. Then the bridge on my, the tower on my right is for free falling.
Oh, you fall into this one, eh?
Yeah.
Would you fall into the middle?
There's like a net.
Yeah,
or
there's a
something.
net.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a net. So
Then
you
you're
just
gonna-
jump and then you
Now
fall
you're
into.
gonna go inside the cage.
Oh, there's a cage.
The cage goes up. You're gonna be wearing a vest and a helmet. Then almost in the middle,
What?
Inqaba.
How much training?
Inqaba.
Ingaba.
do like this first. Say. Then.
Ingaba.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Cheers to Soweto Gold.
Cheers.
There we go.
Ah,
Yes.
Soweto. Cheers, my man. Ingaba.
And this brings us to the end of a beautiful day in Soweto, in Vilakazi Street, and actually different parts of Soweto. I learned so much about history. It's one thing to know and to have learned something in your history textbook, but to actually see it come alive and to actually see the tangible form of where it happened was truly such an enriching experience. And I think it was even more wonderful to go with a friend who was not so familiar with the history and is experiencing it for the first time, because the more Ryan asked questions, the more I also asked myself questions, and it was so beautifully introspective. Soweto is a beautiful place with such a rich history, such a rich culture, and I think it's really such a reflection of the whole country and how diverse and phenomenal and friendly and full of Ubuntu it is. Thank you for an amazing day to our tour guide, and I hope that you've enjoyed this short but sweet but deep and meaningful history lesson on who we are as a people and part of the apartheid struggle. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and we'll see you next time, where we will be heading to Carnival and we will be heading to Lesedi Cultural Village. So there's more to come on experiencing the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful South Africa, our land.